Well, you talked about yourself. I think it was a Hip Hop DX interview. You said, I've never really seen myself as a minority in hip hop. I know hip hop's a black culture, but I feel like I'm part of the culture. I was raised in Brooklyn, raised in Flatbush with Jamaicans, Africans. I was born in Africa.
Yeah.
They've never treated me like a minority. I don't see myself as a white rapper. I see myself as an artist.
Yeah.
You know, and this is kind of a topic that gets covered on VladTV a lot.
Yeah.
Lord Jamar, who's a regular guest.
I love him.
Yeah, that's my man. I mean, he basically said white people are guests in the House of Hip Hop.
Just like in Eminem, we had a lot of people talking about, is Eminem a guest in the House of Hip Hop? You motherfucking right he is. Just because he sold the most records and all of that, like, I fucks with Eminem, you know, as a lyricist and all of that, but it's like, we are in America, okay, where the majority of the people are white. Now, the majority of the people in the world are not white. But here in America, they're white. So when you have a white artist doing black music, white people just gravitate to that crazily, and history shows it.
Yeah.
And he even pointed out Eminem.
Yeah.
To the point where Eminem actually responded on his last album.
What did he say?
I'll tell you. Hold on. Eminem.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he literally responded to our interview.
Why did he respond?
Hold on.
Man, he's so great, man.
It's on the song Fall.
Okay, what did he say? I want to know what he said.
He said, as far as Lord Jamar, you better leave me the hell alone, or I'll show you an Elvis clone. Walk up in this house you own. Because he says, you know, the House of Hip Hop. Mm-hmm. Thrust my pelvic bone, use your telephone, and go fetch me the remote. Put my feet up and just make myself at home. I belong here, a clown. Don't tell me about the culture. I inspired the Hobsons, the Logics, the Coles, the Shawns, the K-Dots. The 5 9s and O brought the world 50 Cent. You just squat, piss, and moan. But I'm not going to fall, bitch.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
Yeah, you can listen to it.
That's incredible. I love Eminem, by the way.
Yeah.
Eminem has played a big influence on me. Not as much as like DMX and Jay and Nas and the New York rappers.
Yeah, but Eminem is one of the GOATs.
Eminem is
undeniable.
a GOAT, though, top 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand what the other dude's saying. But man, like, I was right what I said. I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist.
Right.
Because I sing. Bro, I'm doing a country song. You know what I mean? I'm doing pop songs. I'm doing whatever I can because I have fun. I love having fun with this. But as a rapper, man, when you say the word rapper, man, you know, that's Kendrick. That's like Eminem. Those are people that actually like write like these poems and write this incredible stuff, man, that you know what I mean, you can't just use that word for anybody. And as far as like me saying I don't feel like a minority in rap, it's because, man, like I've never felt like casted away from my peers or anything like that. You know, that's why I said that, like, you know, and until the day comes where I feel that way, I guess I'll speak on it. But for now, it's just like I'm chilling. Like,
yeah.
Like I'm chilling, man. Like anybody around me is nothing but love. Like, you know what I mean? I just shut down negativity. Anyone who feels the way your man feels, as much as I love him, I do love him. Why? He's confident, and he speaks his mind, and honesty saves time, because he's saying how he feels, you know? But the thing is like, it's opinion at the end of the day, and everyone got opinion, man. You
right.
know?
There's no measuring stick.
There is no
for this type of thing.
There is no.
And you know, I as a white male in hip hop, I consider myself a guest in the House of Hip Hop, just because I like to keep that humbleness.
Yeah.
I mean, like I wake up every morning, like I didn't think I was gonna do this for a living when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading The Source and Double XL and just dreaming about maybe meeting some of these guys one day, not actually sitting down and having in-depth conversations. So I feel like I am a guest, and there's nothing wrong with that term. There's no negative connotation to that. I feel like I'm lucky. I feel lucky to be accepted and to be one of the important forces in hip-hop media. And that's why I consider myself a guest. But if another white person doesn't, I respect that as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, man? Look, I just feel like I'm an alien. That's that, you know what I mean? I don't belong to this world. I don't belong to this world, and I don't, you know, and like, I think there's no way out. There's no way out of this conversation right now. That topic, there's no way out.
Yeah.
It's a dead end, bro. Like anything I say, I'm fucked. You understand?
Right.
So the best thing to say is just shut the fuck up and just continue to make music.
Right.
The ones who know me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is that. And you know what? I respect everybody, man. I love everybody. There's no hate in my soul, my heart for anything. And I feel like at the end of the day, if I want to rap on a record, I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. Can't nobody tell me I can't. And I'm never ever gonna allow anyone to tell me what kind of music to make, what I can't make, whatever. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I am aware of what hip hop is, what rap is, and what the culture is, and I respect that, and I don't ever want to disrespect that. But Eminem's a great fucking rapper, you know, and it's unfair to be like, you're trash, you don't belong here. All that stuff is.
Well, I don't think anyone called him trash or said that.
He did say he was trash, though.
No, what he did say was that to people like himself, who grew up, you know, in certain types of neighborhoods, around certain types of people, they don't really connect to Eminem's topics.
We live in two different worlds. Like in the white world, oh my God, Eminem destroyed Lord Jamar with this little verse. In the black world, no one even heard that shit. No one even heard it. No one came up to me like, oh my God, did you hear what Eminem said about you? It ain't nothing like how Meek was going through with Back to Back, how he had to walk in the clubs and hear Back to Back. Not one club played that fucking bullshit, whatever the fuck that shit's called, fall or whatever. Not one. Not one. They're playing fucking Lil Wayne shit up and down right now. In Black America, that album meant something. In Black America, Eminem's album meant nothing. And that's my point. That's my point. That it's two different worlds we live in. In that world, Eminem's the shit. In our world, he's nothing.
You know, they don't, you know, and I even interviewed, what's his name? Conway from Griselda, who signed to Eminem. Yeah. And he even said, yeah, we didn't bump Eminem in the hood when we grew up. You know, we respected him, but it wasn't the soundtrack to our lives.
I'm from the hood and I'm in the hood.
There you go.
And niggas don't. There's nobody in the hood that's riding around to an Eminem album. That's just facts.
That's what he's saying.
And I'm sure Eminem know that. You know what I'm saying? He okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, but my thing is this though. Like when people have an opinion or they feel how they feel about some shit in hip hop is the only shit where you can't really say how you feel.
No, of course, man.
You see what I'm saying?
I think
that's
got my
what
mother tatted on me.
Yeah.
I got my mother and father tatted on me. I love my mother.
Mm-hmm.
I die for my parents. My parents could shoot me right now and smile. You understand?
Yeah.
I love my parents. Certain things that Eminem was talking about, I can't relate to either. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, we were bumping Pun, we were bumping DMX, we were bumping Jay. That's where I'm from. You know, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Flatbush area. I'm from exactly where these rappers used to drive by. I used to sell my CD in front of Junior Cheesecake.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I know exactly what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is you can't take away the skill. You know what I mean? The rap is putting words together and being creative.
Right.
And you can't just shit on a man's skill. At the end of the day, he's skill. And you know what? If he can't relate to Eminem, I'm sure somebody out there that can, you know what I mean?
Well,
and that's the thing.
Millions of people can, obviously, based on his sales.
Exactly. So it is what it is.
It is what
it's
it
an
is.
opinion thing.
It's an opinion thing.
It's an opinion thing. And it's like, bro, like the thing is I watch that dude talk all day. I've watched more of that guy's interviews than anybody else.
Really?
Because to me, he's entertaining. I find it to be, what he says, is a lot of facts in there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of facts in there. And he says things that people are afraid to say, which I admire. You know what I mean? I admire that and I love that shit. And everything he's saying, a lot of that shit, I love that shit. But just like, let's not go crazy, you know, and say somebody is whack and you don't listen to him, boom, boom, that's actually talented. Like, you know, he's dope. You know what I mean? He's dope.
Yeah.
And that's it. And the only thing with me in 2019 and to forever in my life, I try my best to never say anything negative about anyone, period. I shut it down completely because me saying it's bad, that means it's good. Because if I didn't really like it, I wouldn't have no say on it, period. I would have no say on it. Let's skip on to the next thing because I have no say on it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And clearly I like him because I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
And I do.
Yeah.